Yo, what is good, everybody? It is your boy Slice. You know what time it is, man. It has been a long month for your boy. And I apologize for the lack of content. I promise you all. I'm going to be getting back to the theories, man. Really haven't been having a lot of time to sit down and do so, but at the end of the day, man, you tell yourself you don't have any time, you'll never have any time. If you really want it, you gotta go get it. You figure deal? So, you know what I wanted? These Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 22 official leaks, and we are about to cover the full leaks and translations in today's video, man. But before we dive into these crazy leaks, do your boy Slice a solid and consider hitting that subscribe button. Family, we are so close to that coveted goal of 100 subscribers. And it would be much appreciated if you could just help your boy reach that goal. You figured, don't me? Gonna drop plenty more theories on the way. More Boruto videos. More anime videos. I kind of just gotta play it out and see what's safe. But I really gotta play it safe because copyright has been on my behind, baby. So, yeah. Let's dive into today's video, man. Let's get it. All right. So, Boruto is on this month's edition of the color page. It's pretty cool. You know, the young lord has so much aura. I'm never disappointed seeing him in any way, shape, or form. Pause. But speaking of aura, the title chapter is Jura. See, now, I thought that was going wrong, but it didn't. Alright, bro, whatever. So in the official sneak peek that we got earlier last week, we saw Jura immediately came through one of those claw grinds during the fight of Ryu, Mitsuki, Sarada, Aurelia, all of them, right? He protruded through a claw grind, and he immediately went straight past Mitsuki, Sarada, Aurelia, all of them. But Jura did take a quick second to just glance over at Sarada. Just a quick glance. He gave her that side eye. Now that's very interesting, in my opinion. What that lets me know is that Jura has his eye on Sarada and Boruto. I want to know what that's about. He could be concerned about her Mangekyo Sharingan. I'm almost for certain that's what it is. But we'll have to wait until further chapters to see what that look meant. But I'm pretty sure that look will come full circle. Now, for those of you who thought this chapter would have consisted of Boruto running away, I'm not gonna lie, I was one of them, and I was actually proven wrong, man. The young lord did not decide to run away. In fact, he didn't even care anymore. He decides to go all out against Jura. And you already know, Jura was locked in. He wasn't worried about anything else. He went straight past Matsuri's soul thorn. Even Ryu's. Now, I don't know if he's looking at them as if they're expendable, they could be replaced, or he guarantees that they could be revived. We've already seen Hidari get revived. But if you check out one of my last theory videos, you could also see that I think Hidari would actually revived into Sasuke. Now, if you've watched Hunter x Hunter, I do have a perfect analogy for you. If you've watched Hunter x Hunter and you remember the Chimera ant arc, there were a select few ants. When they were previously humans, they got ate and they got turned into an ant. Some select ants still had their memories and could access memories and remember names of people and things they used to do, areas, everything along those lines from when they were human. Now, I could see something similar happen here when they get revived via the Soul Thorn. They might get all their memories back because remember, they don't really know much of anything. They're pretty much newborns. And when I say they, I'm talking about the Shinju. So I believe, actually, I'm going to further elaborate on that theory video. Now I truly believe that that's Sasuke 100% in Hidari's body. But even if it's not Sasuke 100% in Hidari's body, my other guess would be that he has now obtained and retained 100% of Sasuke's memories, which will alter his choice of actions further down the line. Switching back over to the chapter though, Boruto is now up there with Konohamaru, He used flying Raja technique to get to Konohamaru, get him safely, get him out the way, tells him to take Matsuri's Soul Thorn. He takes it, he senses Jura approaching, they get to running. You already know, man. Konohamaru stands no chance. And truthfully, with how this chapter goes, it's looking like the young lord isn't going to stand a chance either. So at this part of the chapter, I believe these are actually those rock formations or those stones, those metals, whatever Boruto had around his jacket or inside of his jacket that he uses as constructs for his flying Raja technique. I believe he threw shurikens over them so he could teleport wherever they were. But before he could make it, you already know, bruh, Jura was on that high-speed chase like it's GTA 6, baby, which got canceled, by the way. Jura unleashed one of those famous attacks we've seen from him in previous chapters, the Rinnegan Bijudama. That is such a beautiful attack, man. I really love that attack. It just adds to Jura's aura, man, for real. Before that attack, it hit Boruto and Konohamaru, though. Boruto was able to grab Konohamaru and throw him out of the way. They managed to escape. Come on now. You knew that wasn't going to happen. Too easy. Konohamaru was running away with Matsuri's Soul Thorn after that attack. But once again, Jura looks at him with a side eye. Now, for this particular reason, I think that might actually have to do something with Matsuri rather than Konohamaru. There's no way he thinks Konohamaru is a threat, in my opinion. Our GOAT, the young Lord Boruto, man, he is pulling out all the stops, all the tricks against Jura. He's in his bag. Some way, somehow, he actually got behind Jura. And he was able to actually land a Rasengan on his back. Now we can see that the Rasengan actually did have some sort of effect against Jura, but not much. Jura was just able to simply turn his body, and then he was able to fire yet another Rinnegan Bijudama at Boruto. But Boruto, being the young lord, of course, he just used flying Raja technique to get up out the way. We do get an Ada and Kashi Koji flashback, and they're discussing. You know what they will be discussing. Koji is once again reiterating, Boruto stands no chance. Now, the significance of this page in the chapter, it leaves an opening. Truthfully, my personal theory is that Kawaki's going to try to pull up sooner or later and try to steal the glory. Just to, he's got to keep up the pace of omnipotence, right? So, that's my personal theory, but let me know what you think down below in the comments. But if not Kawaki, there's another fight that I'm expecting soon. And I think that fight's going to be Jura and Damon. Just because if Jura really manhandles Boruto, I don't think he's going to finish Boruto off. I think Boruto will be able to escape, or he might be able to fend him off for a moment, and they might just retreat and fight later. But I think once Damon is really exposed to Jura's strength, he's going to see a challenge. He's going to want that challenge. Because also remember, Damon's a kid. He's just super powerful. But Koji has also reiterated that no one in the village can beat Jura. So technically that states that even if Jura and Damon were supposed to fight, Damon would lose. But I'm pretty sure that's still a fight we all want to see. Ada and Kashi Koji were also talking about Boruto's flying Raijin technique, but unfortunately we'll have to wait for the official text translations for us to get a little bit more elaborated detail on that. But just as before, we see that Jura's #1 issue with Boruto is just simply the fact that he knows too much. He knows about the Soul Thorns, he knows too much about the Shinju, therefore he must go. There's a little bit of dialogue of Jura talking to himself. It seems as if he's looking for Kashi Kojin and or Boruto's accomplice, but we don't know. Once again, we just kind of got to wait for that to get properly translated. Going back to Boruto and his dialogue though, Boruto's about to whip out the big guns. I mean, seemingly if it got rid of Hidari in an instant, right? It even was able to put a hurting on hold. Should be able to do something to Jura, right? Talking about Rasengan Ozohiko. Boruto's about to whip that out. Then we get a philosophical moment here. This just adds to the lore of Jura and my love of the character. He stops Boruto and asks him, what is love? What is this human defect called love? But then he also says something that really sparked my interest. Jura said that love is what brought him to the battlefield to pull up on Boruto. So does Jura love Shinji? Did he love Matsuri? Did he love Ryu? Does he love all of them? It sparks so many parallels and theories, man. We'll dive into it. So Jura, in his best attempt to stop Spider-Man from diving on the back line, he then tries to trap Boruto. in some wood style type of trap, I guess. Boruto cut to the way though. Come on now, let's be honest. Master katana wielder. But just like that, I'm not wrong. But Boruto actually gets his katana knocked away, as he did in fact get trapped by one singular piece of wood. It's not a good sign, man. Now, Boruto and Jura actually have a tiny bit more dialogue, but once again, these aren't the official text translations, so we don't really know what was said. It's just put that it's dialogue for the moment, so give it a couple days and we'll know exactly what was said here. But mind you, during that dialogue, Boruto is actually ensnared in that wood-style jutsu trap-esque type of thing that Jura obviously created. And within that time, he actually took Boruto's katana. Now I'm really scared.
Marty, I'm scared.
But I shouldn't have been though, man, because this is the young lord we're talking about. We see that Rasengan Uzuhiko wind style vortex pop around Boruto as he frees himself from the wooden style trap, and he's able to get to his katana blade. As soon as he got to his katana blade, he was able to unleash a very, very, very weak form of Rasengan Uzuhiko, which explains why it didn't have much effect on Jura at all. It was compared to about the same output as the Rasengan Uzuhiko he did to Code, which obviously was much weaker than the one he did to Hidari, because the one he did to Hidari was obviously full power. We then see Jura also fall to his knees though, almost the same way Code did when he got hit with that weak version of Rasengan Uzuhiko. That is the full gravitational force, gravitational spear, spiral, whatever you want to call it. They literally feel the entire full effects of the universe's gravitational pull in the form of that jutsu, and it was able to take Jura down to his knees. So that just goes in and at a very weak form. So that just goes to show you how truly powerful Uzuhiko is, man, and the young lord is. But is that still enough? So I don't think so. Because Jura some way, somehow was able to stop it. Now, the translations say just him using tailed beast-esque power, but I don't even understand that. I'm not even going to try to sit here and decipher what that means. We'll just have to wait for the official text one more time to see exactly what happened there. I'm not even going to try to feed y'all some BS with that. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, bro. But regardless, the principle is Jura was able to stand right back up as if Uzuhiko never affected him to begin with. Completely negated and nullified the effects. And that's the end of the chapter. So, we'll cover the what you missed in Boruto 2 Blue Vortex chapter 22 when that chapter officially drops. If you are new to the channel and you enjoyed the video, do your boy Slice a solid. And once again, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Drop me a like, drop a comment, and share the video, man. It's much appreciated. Be doing your boy a solid and you will help me grow the channel, which is the goal, man. Either way, go ahead and sign up out here though, man. Drop me a comment and let me know what you thought about this chapter, which you're looking forward to see further elaborated in the What You Missed in Boruto chapter 22 video coming soon. Been your boy Slice and I'm signing out, man. Peace.